So we're going to do one more practice, bringing you through an entire scenario so that you see all the steps that are necessary. And then again, we're going to go through a little worksheet section, possibly on yourself. So let's try $125,000 for this borrower as the income. So $125,300, and then we're going to make that from an annual income into a monthly income. So go ahead and get your Desmos out. And 125,300 divided by 12. So 10,441.67. Then 28% of that monthly income is going to be how much we can afford. So $29.23 and 67 cents. So when we run through this next scenario, let's say that they found a house for $520,000 that they really like. We're seeing if they can actually afford the $520,000. So it's good to know too how much money that you're going to have to bring into escrow. So let's look at the closing costs. 3% of the sales price is $15,600. This is how much we can expect to bring into escrow for closing costs. Let's go ahead and then 3.5% of the $520,000 is the down payment, $18,200. So if I combine these two numbers, $15,600 plus $18,200, this gives me the total I need to close the escrow, $33,800. Now your loan amount. Your loan amount is the sales price minus the down payment. So $501,800. And then for the mortgage payment, we're going to use this number. Remember, Desmos doesn't like commas. With a rate of 0.0322 times 1 plus the rate over 1 plus the rate divided by 12 to the power of 360 minus 1. So we're getting $21.75 and 61 cents. How cute. Look at that little baby formula. Oops, I put it in the wrong one. There. Okay, now taking 1.25%. This is the California tax rate. 0.0125 times your loan amount of $501,800. Times the sales price. So $6,500, is the annual property taxes, but we want to divide that by 12. So $541.67. And now we're going to add these all up. $541.67 plus $110 for your HOA insurance, plus the mortgage payment of $21.75.61. So $28.27.28. Okay, there's the Desmos work in there if you need it. Now, what is their actual front end ratio? So this 28, 27, 28 is the real mortgage payment. And if we look back up here, they could afford 29, 23. So they are below the 28%. So let's go see exactly what it is. So we're going to need this income for our denominator. And then we're going to take that new payment of 28, 27, and 28 cents. And let's see what we get for this ratio. Ooh, 27%. All right, now let's calculate the cost of points calculation. So this is going to be 0.01 or 1% of your loan amount. So going back up here, what was our loan amount? It was $501,800. So 1% of $501,800 is $501,800. Then we know that the rate was originally 3.22%, and then we're minusing 0.25%. So our new rate is still going to be 2.97. And so here comes the new monthly payment calculator with the lower rate. Let's change this to 0.0297. So now let's go get the savings where the original payment was $21.75 minus $21.07 when I round. And so my savings is $68. So we're going to divide the cost of the point, 5018, divided by 68.11 to get the number of months. And that comes out to 74 months. So is it worth them to buy down the rate? Okay, so now that we've done this scenario on somebody else, you're going to do your worksheet on your scenario. So how do we do this? If you noticed in Google Classroom that the old period 3 first semester pops up. And if you go under classwork, there's your old career poster assignment. And so when I go here into these, this tells you how much you're going to earn. So like if I'm Jaden, Jaden is going to use the number he used on this poster as his income. So for example, Jaden would be using $111,679. If you're Yaneli, Yaneli is going to use her nurse midwife income of $125,946. So I'm going to use Yaneli's $125,946 number in my example. So $125,946 divided by 12 is $10,495.50. Then she's going to take 28% of that number to see how much she can afford. And it's $2,938.74. Then we're looking for what kind of a sales price of a home could we do. So technically, remember that these borrowers, if I go back up here and look, these borrowers were $125,000 a year, and she's also $125,000 a year. So this would be a sales price that she could probably try, like $520, or maybe she could even try to push it to $530 or $550. So she would continue to run these scenarios on her numbers, calculating everything based on the price. So maybe she picks a price of $530,000. Or maybe she picks a price of $540 because she's really trying to stretch it to see the most she could qualify for. So once you pick a sales price based on your educated guess of what you think your income will qualify for, you're then going to go do the expected closing costs and all these other numbers on it. So here we go, 0.03 of 540 is 16,200. Down payment, 0.035. $18,900. So 16,200 plus 18,900 $35,100 gives me the total needed to close the escrow. Now we're going to take our sales price, which was $540,000, minus the down payment of $18,900. So our loan amount is going to be $521,000. All right, so we get $22.59 and 28 cents. Okay, monthly taxes is going to be 0.0125 in the state of California times the sales price, $540,000. And then whatever number we get for that, we have to divide by 12. So $562.50. Now, unless you're buying a condo, HOA dues don't apply. So total housing expense is $29.31 and 79 cents. And then we go back up to see, do we fit under our guideline? So see how it said she could afford $29.38.74? Woo, I just made it back under. So yes, a sales price of $540 does work for you, Nellie. And now she can start shopping.